Well, at this hour, the clock continuing to tick towards a nurses' strike that could send 4 hospitals around the city into chaos. This all comes as Flushing Hospital just hours ago reached a tentative deal with nurses. News 12's Greg Thompson breaking down where we are and what could happen.
Negotiations seemingly at a standstill between the State Nurses Association and city hospitals, leaving only 2 days left before the union says 9,500 nurses will go on strike.
Our main goal in these negotiations is to improve patient care, to save staffing and fair wages, to recruit and retain nurses.
While some local hospitals, including Maimonides, who are also negotiating, were able to get deals, 4 still haven't, including Bronx Care and Montefiore in the Bronx and Mount Sinai in Manhattan, who the union says actually walked away from the table.
The bosses there have repeatedly broken their promises on staffing. Our safe staffing standards are routinely violated and management gaslight the nurses.
The union says they've sent 11:59 p.m. Sunday as the deadline, and if there's not at least a tentative deal by then, the strike starts at 6 a.m. on Monday. A representative from Mount Sinai defending its offer in a statement to News 12 and calling the union reckless, accusing them of forcing nurses to choose between their careers and patients. But at least one nurse we spoke to said those are one and the same.
When we come to work and we have too many patients, we're not only putting patients at risk, we're putting our licenses at risk.
This is not about asking for a raise. This is asking to take care of a patient the way the patient deserves to be taken care of.
Speaking of those current patients, Mount Sinai says they're getting ready for a strike, already transferring babies in the NICU to other hospitals. Bronx Care and Montefiore, meanwhile, weren't able to give us any plan.
They need to prioritize how they care for our communities, not just the bottom line. It's time they come to the table.
Both Bronx Care and Mount Sinai telling us they are hoping to get back to the table, and the union says they're willing to negotiate any day, any time, but if it does come to a strike, they're willing to keep it going as long as they have to. Outside Montefiore Medical Center, Greg Thompson, News 12.
All right, Greg, thank you. We'll keep an eye on this over the weekend. Meanwhile, the nurses union is expected to have another press briefing to update on negotiations. That's expected tomorrow morning at 11:30.